This is Daryl Evans with Kings Vision at LAKings.com with Kings insider John Rosen. Well, game one of the series between the Sharks and the Kings, won by the Kings 2-0. Definitely a good win for the Kings, but I still feel a little bit more that they're going to have to give. I think San Jose, a team that had been off for a week, showed a little bit of signs of rust, maybe timing, but I thought as the game went on, San Jose in particular in the third period created some grade A scoring chances. Jonathan Quick, by far the best King on the ice the entire game, made some huge saves, timely saves early in the game, and then some huge saves late in the game to prevent San Jose from getting any closer.
Yeah, I thought that both teams could play better than they did last night. San Jose obviously had a very good push early in the game that they really built off some momentum courtesy of a first period power play. And their third period push was something that can be expected. It's a 2-0 game in the Stanley Cup playoffs, two quality teams in the second round. You really can't impose your will on a team over the full 60 minutes of the game. Not to say that the Kings were doing that, but in such a game, when a team needs 2 goals to tie, they're going to come with a very strong push. They outshot the Kings 16-4 in the third period. Some terrific Jonathan Quick saves, including a one-timer off the stick of Brent Burns, which was probably his best save of the night. But looking back at the game, the Kings got some timely goals, won 2-0, and were the better team overall in the game. But still, there's still probably some better hockey to be played that we're going to see in the series.
And you look at the goals that the Kings scored. Slava Voinov scoring the Kings' first goal. Just a great effort. And it all started with San Jose winning the puck in the offensive zone. Great read by Mike Richards. He jumped up, retrieved the puck, carried it the length of the ice, was able to back off Matt Irwin, the defenseman, just far enough, hold him up enough, get the puck to Slava Voinov. And talk about a world-class shot. Slava Voinov gets inside the top of the faceoff circle, just overpowering Antti Niemi with that shot. That's now his 3rd goal in the postseason. 3-game winners.
3-game winners, and again, Mike Richards doing a great job of tying up Matt Irwin, just freeing that little bit of space. The San Jose defense kind of gave him a little bit of room there from which to operate. Great job there by Slava Voinov going what looked like to be a stick side there, finding the puck just inside that far post underneath the crossbar. Really a world-class shot by Slava Voinov, who was using this 2013 Stanley Cup playoff run to really make a strong name for himself and really establish what we've seen all season long from Slava Voinov, is that he's one of the brightest young defensemen, not just on the Kings, but also in the sport of hockey.
And I thought Dustin Penner, again, another solid physical game by him. Some battle along the boards. We saw him once knock Brent Burns to the ice. Logan Couture, I thought he really got involved and engaged in the physical part of the game. I thought he pressured the game all over. And when he's playing like that, he makes a big difference for the Kings offensively and the way they're able to sustain pressure.
Absolutely, creating space for the LA Kings in the offensive zone. The two teams able to use their sides. There were actually more hits in that game last night than in games 5 and 6 of the LA St. Louis series. So both teams being able to go out there and throw a little bit of their weight around. It didn't quite have that same kind of tightness that if you're going to use a battle hyperbole, that trench battle that you saw in the game. But it was something where there was lots of space in that second period, tightened up at points in the first and third. But again, Dustin Brown, Dustin Penner, the Kings using the size to their advantage in that game and able to come out with a key win.
Yeah, I think from the Kings' standpoint, I think they like to get in and establish the cycle a little bit more. They weren't able to do that in game 1, but I would expect as the series goes on, that'll happen. Definitely a little bit more space out there between the two teams. I think some of the players that will notice it the most, probably guys like Jake Muzzin back in the blue line. When he went back to retrieve pucks, he had an extra second to be able to make plays, and that's going to make the world of difference for him. I thought Robin Regeer, Rob Scuderi, those guys did a great job against some good forwards for the San Jose Sharks, guys that like to bring the puck to the net. There's a lot of activity, good cycle, good attack. They take good lanes to the net, but I thought those guys in particular, along with Drew Doughty, did a great job at deflecting that attack.
Absolutely, and defending themselves from a very strong San Jose forecheck. Really one of the MOs of the San Jose Sharks is that they really pressure you. It's something that they do terrific in their own building, but their forwards get in deep, looking to make hits behind the net. The Kings, it's a little bit of a different forecheck than you saw from St. Louis, which is a little bit more physical, but LA able to stay tight, use their 5 men out there as a unit, make short passes to get out of the zones, and for the most part, the Kings did a good job avoiding that forecheck, and really in the second period, the Kings doing a good job of imposing their own forecheck and creating some San Jose turnovers themselves.
Yeah, I thought in the first period, I thought San Jose did a good job, a team that had not played for a week. They come out and, I don't want to say set the tone, but they kind of set the pace of the game. They knew they didn't want to get involved in a run-and-gun style of hockey, so they dumped the puck in, weren't really aggressive on the forecheck, so they pulled themselves back, playing a little bit more of a conservative style. I thought the Kings maybe could have been a little bit more aggressive right off the bat. That didn't happen. Something that did happen later on in the game, though, Raffi Torres ends up hitting Jarret Stoll. Jarret Stoll did not return to the game after that. It's a situation where Raffi Torres is going to undergo a hearing, probably a suspension. I think because of his history, a suspension is probably deserved in this situation. Nobody wants to see things like that happen.
No, and the Kings can't afford to lose somebody like Jarret Stoll, who really is the type of player who goes out there and helps teams win playoff games. The way that his two-way game really speaks for the way that the Kings want to develop their own style, being responsible all 200 feet of the ice. He's a terrific hitter himself. You really hope that Jarret Stoll is all right. We're going to learn more about that throughout the course of the day. But Raffi Torres, obviously with a suspension history, he was suspended for 25 games. Last year in the playoffs for a hit on Marian Hossa, was reduced to 21 games prior to the start of this season. Certainly his suspension history will weigh into the decision that will be made by the league. He has been offered the right to have a hearing in person with the National Hockey League, which is sometimes an indication, but not a definite indication that a suspension of more than 5 games could be coming. He also has the right to turn down that hearing and just have a phone hearing with the league. All issues that we will find out more today. Most importantly, you just hope that Jarret Stoll is all right, because he's been such an important factor for the Los Angeles Kings. His health is the most important issue right now.
Yeah, without a doubt, like you say, the news on Raffi Torres, that'll come out later pending the hearing with the National Hockey League. But Jarret Stoll, everybody wondering and hoping that he'll be all right to be able to join the Kings sooner than later. Well, game one, again, won by the Kings 2-0. Game two will be tomorrow night at Staples Center. The Kings looking to go up 2-0 in the series, continue to take advantage of that home ice that has been so good to them this year.
Absolutely, and San Jose is going to be offering a strong push, as you'd expect in any playoff game right now. But courtesy of some of the comments from Todd McClellan's locker room, they know that they want to go back to San Jose with at least one win under their belt. They don't want to let the Jonathan Quick be the reason that they are trailing 2-0 in a series should the Kings win another game. They saw what happened in the St. Louis series. They're wary and cognizant of what happened with the Kings and Jonathan Quick all of last postseason. So I would expect another strong effort, much of what we saw in that third period, in which San Jose came out with some very sustained pressure over the course of Game 2 and the rest of the games to come. Going to be some more tight hockey, I think a little bit tighter than we saw in Game 1, and some more compelling reasons to tune in and watch some LA Kings hockey rest of the way.
Well, today will be used as a recovery day for not only the Kings, the San Jose Sharks as well. Both teams will have limited amount of guys going on the ice, and both teams will take to the ice tomorrow morning at Staples Center, and we'll give you a report from there. For John Rosen, I'm Daryl Evans for Kings Vision at LAKings.com.